Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and in this video we are checking out the best 3 X Digimons to use during the event. Now if you don't know, there is an event going from the 14th of December 2021 until the 28th of December 2021, and during the event period all X Digimons are gonna be double stats. Yeah, which is pretty nice. So in this video we're watching out the best 3 Digimons to use during the event. Now before I start, I want to let you know that you can subscribe to the channel. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe, and without any further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, at number 3 we have Digimon X. So Digimon X is basically pretty trash Digimon usually, but you know, because it's a double stats event, as you can see, it have like 5.5 thousand base attack. You can see it's not even cloned already at 10,000, so cloning this guy will probably make it like not only cloning, leveling it up, because he was only at level 81, like leveling up and transcending it, we probably get like over 20,000. It will comfortably go to above 20,000 attack. Now the problem with Digimon X is for a start, I don't think it can SB on either of the skills, so you end up just auto attacking with it like I'm doing right now. And yeah, other than that, it's pretty trash, but because of the event it has like pretty high base stats, as you can see. Now the reason I'm mentioning Digimon X and the other two will basically not only look at like the best Digimon to use, but also the price of the Digimon. Like if you like want an actual tier list on the best 3 X Digimons, I'll probably be like something like ChadramonDMO X or Megadramon X or any of the very expensive loot box Digimon. But you know, I'm a free to play and we'll keep this list a free to play friendly. So Digimon X is pretty cheap to build, probably one of the cheapest, if not the cheapest BMX to get. Again, as I said, it's pretty trash normally, is why it's cheap, and it is like in loot box failure, so it's pretty common. But yeah, if you have it, like I know a lot of people are sleeping on Digimon X because it's pretty trash, but if you have it just like I do, maybe it would be worth building. I don't know if it's gonna be better than Ultra S, but yeah, the other thing to mention is because it's a BMX, it can use the Peak of Evolution buff, which will increase BMX Digimon's damage by 25% and Mega Digimon's by 50%. So yeah, it can like use half of it, and you can see I'm only 20k DPS, which yeah, pretty trash. But again, it's because mine is not cloned at all. If you like have it, maybe it would be worth using for the event period. And yeah, Digimon X might be good in things like Bihumon Dungeon hard mode if you like build it right, because as I said, it already have really high base attack, like that's slightly more than AOX's vanilla. Like AOX without the buffs, this guy already rivals it, so it can be pretty decent in certain dungeons. Maybe not Bihumon hard mode, maybe like Kingdom on hard mode, I would say. Yeah, it can be pretty decent if it's built correctly. And yeah, let's move on to the next one. And at number 2 on the list we have Glantmon X, keeping it free to play friendly, as I said, and it is probably the cheapest Royal Knight X Digimon. And yeah, so Glantmon X is again pretty trash in terms of base stats. It actually have worse base stats than things like Digimon X even, so it's really trash. Basically it's not worth the price, but during the event period it's actually pretty nice. Like as you can see, slightly less attack, actually a decent amount less attack than things like Digimon X, but because it's double stats, as you can see, 5.2 thousand, which is almost the same as AOX. You can see mine is kinda built, so it's actually doing some DBS. Now the other thing which makes it much better than Digimon X is the fact that it's a Mega X Digimon. So Peak of Evolution buff, which I just mentioned, it actually can be much better to use on Glantmon X because it's a Mega X, so using it will already increase your damage by a whooping 50%. It's doing like 100k, almost 100k DPS. I'm not even like using the best combo right now, not like using the skill all the time. So yeah, it can be pretty good. And if you have Mega X, the Peak of Evolution, it can do even more DPS. Now mine is not really built that much, only like attack and critical. I did not touch HB or anything else, so it's not very viable. But if you have it, it might be worth building for the event. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that if you build it correctly, you can use it almost anywhere really. Like maybe even Skull Mirror, right? It has like 15,000 base attack, base HP. So yeah, if you build it correctly, maybe you can reach 65,000 for Skull Mirror. I don't know, but it's generally better to use other Digimons. But you know, as this one being the cheapest Royal Knight X Digimon, it might be worth using. Now the other thing that I need to mention is honorable mentions. Other cheap X Royal Knight Digimons are Digimon X and Magnamon X, and let me tell you something, both are pretty trash. So for Digimon, the problem with Digimon is it's a data Digimon, and we do not have any vaccine dungeon, unlike this guy, which is a virus, meaning you can like use it in King Longmon dungeon which is this one. Now this is easy mode. You can probably, if you build it correctly, now mine does not have HP, but if I get myself Peak of Evolution and maybe clone HP a little bit, I'll be able to do King Lungmon Dungeon hard mode rush, which I think you need like 140k DPS. I was like doing 100k with no Peak of Evolution. Pretty sure I can reach that with Peak of Evolution, and yeah, it's pretty strong. This is why Daftomon is trash, because we do not have any vaccine dungeon. Then there is Glantmon X, which is also pretty trash. It's even an S plus Digimon, which makes it even weaker than the other mentioned Digimons. And yeah, the reason Glantmon X is not in the list is because of number 1, which is really no brainer here. You probably know it, which is AOX. So AOX is probably, as of now, the best Digimon in the game. It's generally the best free-to-play Digimon. It's always the best free-to-play Digimon. It's the uncontested number 1 best free-to-play Digimon in the game. And in the event period, it is the strongest Digimon in the game, hands down. As you can see, I did some Skullmiramon runs with it, and it was just pretty smooth. It was just, yeah, we were wrecking that Skullmiramon. And yeah, it can be used everywhere, and yeah, it is the number 1 on the list. Kind of obvious here, so I won't talk too much about it, and that's basically it. Maybe it's not a very useful video, but you know, just so you know, some people might be sleeping on Digimon X or Digimon X. The fact in the video, the big thing here in the video is if you want like a strong virus Digimon and you don't know what to use, or maybe like you don't want to use Ultra S, maybe you are bored with Ultra S and want to use something else, then yeah, these two could be a good option. And with that, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like on it and subscribe for more Digimon content, and I will see you all in the next video.